Hi, everyone. So, a lot has been going on recently, and I haven't said anything. I've been busy with my regular life, but things have got to the point where I felt like I had to say something. We have these normally, I don't know what you want to call them, hippie imams or peace loving imams who are like popular and beloved and famous all over the world, going and losing their mask now and saying things which are actually promoting violence and glorifying martyrdom. So I'm talking about no other than Sheikh Omar Suleiman and other troublemakers as well. But let's get into it. Let's see what they have to say. I'm your friendly ex-Muslim, and here I have a clip of Sheikh Omar Suleiman, among others. I'm going to start with, before we get to Omar Suleiman, I'm going to show what this guy has to say on the topic of raising your kids to want to be a mujahid or a shaheed. If you can't raise up your child telling him you want to be a mujahid and a shaheed, you're the root of the problem, meaning someone that fights for Allah. A mujahid is someone that does jihad.
If you can't raise your child telling him you want him to grow up to be a mujahid and a shaheed, then you're the root of the problem. We talk about the heroism of Khalid ibn al-Walid and Abu Ubaidah radiyallahu anhu.
So we have first this guy. I don't even know who this guy is, but he's a sheikh with this music, annoying music in the background, telling people to raise their kids, Muslim kids, to be mujahid, meaning they go for jihad, and to be shaheed, meaning you die for Allah, right, in a battle, right? And my comment right there was, all you guys want to do is die. How about trying to live instead, right? Like this was my point, right? Then we have this post by Abdullah al-Andalusi talking about something similar, right? He talks about this man that embraced Islam and fought in battle and died right away, right? And he's talking about how it's important that, he's talking about reestablishing the Khalifa, and he's promoting, again, martyrdom, right? He's saying that, look, you don't necessarily have to spend your whole life trying to be a perfect Muslim. Do what this guy did, right? Fight for the cause, and look what happens. You do a little bit of work and you get a great reward, and you go straight to paradise. Again, glorifying martyrdom and jihad. And then, on top of these guys, right, you then have the biggest one of all, Omar Suleiman. And listen to what he has to say about this topic.
Our dead are in paradise, your dead are in hell. We haven't lost anything. Our dead are in paradise, your dead are in hell. That was the mindset of these people, and Abu Sufyan was completely flustered. He couldn't say anything after that. What do we say? We can't even kill these people because they believe in eternal life. So even when we kill their bodies and mutilate their corpses, they still believe in victory. They still believe in something else. And that was the type of certainty that the Prophet ﷺ put into their hearts, that they said that naturally. Our dead are in paradise, your dead are in hellfire. We're okay. Even as the stench of the blood is still fresh.
This peace-loving, LGBT, hippie, friendly, nice, pleasant imam that a lot of people like, that's popular all over the world, is now going around saying, you're dead, talking about what's happening in Gaza. Your dead, our dead are in paradise, and your dead are in hell. You can't do anything to us. We love to die, right? He's literally saying that we don't lose anything if we die. We're happy to die. We're not scared of you. Like, we'll die for our God and for our religion and whatever. Like, do the words death cult come to mind? Is this good for the world, this ideology? And do you see what a facade it comes with nice, sweet, kind facade of like gentleness and purification of the soul and being good to others? Behind it, you have these horrible teachings about dying and like killing and like doing these things to establish Islam in the world, right? Or to establish as Abdullah al-Andalusi is saying, to establish the Islamic State. What do you think the Islamic State does, right? It does these terrible things to others, right? Omar Suleiman, one of the so-called nice guys, is talking like this now, right? And just, this was a famous quote that I know as a Muslim. I know this quote from the Sirah, right? When they lost the battle, this came up, this quote, oh yeah, you think we lost, but actually we winners. All the Muslims were disappointed because they lost the Battle of Uhud, but this quote was quoted, oh no, we're actually winners, right? Well, if you're winners, then like, what's the point of anything? If that's all if you care about death, if you love death so much, then like, why be sad? Why consider it a tragedy what's happening in Palestine right now? You should be happy, right? But that's not the case, because people are still human beings that have like hearts and care about others, right? Despite what the religion tries to teach them. To be proud of the fact that your prophet basically put you in a death cult, I mean, how can you be proud? I mean, imagine being proud of that and being like boasting about, oh, all you guys, all you Jews are in hell and all us Muslims are in heaven because God's on our side. Like, what a narcissistic thing to say. I heard this story, and when I heard about it, I was like, oh wow. But now it's revolting, it's abhorrent, it's disturbing. It's like, imagine like putting out this face to the world, like, and this is what we see when you look at Omar Suleiman's like Instagram. It's getting like darker and darker. He got like, I think, shadow banned or something on Instagram now for like the stuff he's putting out, and now he's using Yaqeen Institute's account. So this is how bad it can get, right? This is why Islam is bad for the world. It has this horrible, horrible teachings in it that never go away. No matter how good, how much good the good is in Islam, it always comes back down to the worst parts of it that come out. Its ugly head can only hide for so long. And when situations like this happen, this is what you find. And just as a small bonus point, to all the people that are like praising Hamas's treatment of the kidnappees, of the hostages, I should say, like, are you insane? Are you insane? You're praising this group after what they did and how many people they killed, that they treated hostages well. Like, that's your standard? Like, you're just falling into the propaganda machine.
What Muslim propagandists are doing online, this is such despicable and vile behavior from these people that I really get disgusted, Amin. I mean, and it takes me a lot to get disgusted by vile behavior that we see online, because I think we have seen so much that we think that, like, okay, well, how low can one get? But people like Jackson Hinkle, the Syrian girl, and so many other Muslim accounts, like even Five Pillars retweeted this. They have been trying to push this narrative, Amin, that one of the released hostages, this poor young woman who was shot in the foot, and you can see bandages around her feet. And look at this despicable Putin's dick rider, Jackson Hinkle. He's saying he won't marry you. They're running with this narrative that Hamas terrorists have been treating these Israeli hostages so nicely that they don't even want to go. How despicable can that be? Look at this. Look at this propagandist. She's a Muslim woman. He doesn't want to go, and laughing emojis. I mean, how
she
low
literally
can we get?
can't. She shot her in the foot. She literally can if she wanted to.
Imagine her seeing these tweets. Imagine. I really hope that she's been advised by people who are looking after her that please don't go on social media, because this world has really gone to shit. The real story is, actually, before I go into that, I just want to comment on this pathetic individual, whoever that coward is, this Khalisi woman. Maybe she has a fantasy of marrying or get romantically involved with the person who has held your brother as a hostage. Maybe she has a weird fantasy for these kind of people. But this is what the truth is. Her brother, this is her brother. Her brother is still in Hamas's captivity. This is the reason why she's cooperating. This is the reason why she's not antagonizing her brother's captors. The reason why they're so cooperative and they're putting up these fake smiles is because they are still their captors. Look at this one. You can even hear them say, "Oh, keep waving." Listen to this. You hear that? Keep waving, and they're putting these fake smiles on. Of course. What do you think? These idiotic people who are saying, "Look how so happy they are." Do they really think that okay? People who are pointing guns at your heads, they're gonna be like, "F you, ha ha, we're going." Is that how you think they're going to behave? Well, of course they're not gonna behave that. They're gonna be like, "Oh, thank you, you're so nice." And then when you get out of there, then obviously there is a whole rehabilitation process. There is therapy, and then they go, "Oh, this is the reason why the Israeli government is not letting them speak to media." They did not go on a freaking picnic where they're going to come back and they're going to talk about their experience. People have to go to therapy for years to get over this traumatic experience. And this woman who got shot in the head, she's limping, she's got bandages, and they're saying, she wants to marry this captain.
Right? You're basically promoting this terrorist group, right? This is an insanity. Like what I'm seeing right now is just beyond belief. You have like non-Muslims praising Hamas, non-Muslims praising Osama bin Laden, like this craziness. Like what's going on here? This is wild. But like this is what is part of Islam, Sunni Islam, and I guess Shia Islam. It has these like horrible things in it, right? And these things come up when these situations occur, which is why this is a horrible teaching that needs to go away. I hope that this brings some light to like how bad and how rotten Islam is at its core. It truly is a rotten religion. Anyways, thanks for watching. I apologize for not doing more on this channel. I've been super busy with work and life and dating and other things. And I appreciate all the support from my patrons. Thank you so much for your continued support. And to everyone that continues to watch my channel, I love you all. Thank you so much. This is your friendly ex-Muslim Abdullah Samir signing out.